Colorado High School Activities Association basketball is on 1010 KSIR and on the World Wide Web at KSIR.com this afternoon from the University of Northern Colorado in Greeley. It's the Patriot League Consolation Championship game as the Brush Beat Diggers take on the Estes Park Bobcats along with Jen Goodall. I'm John Beltran. Here is how these teams got to this point. Tuesday in the quarterfinals, the Beat Diggers lost to Platte Valley 45-44, and then yesterday defeated Strasburg 60-49 at home in the consolation semifinals. Estes Park had to take a bigger lead to this point because the Beat Diggers are the number 5 seed. Estes Park, the 7 seed, actually had to play a week ago in the opening round with the top 6 seeds getting byes. Estes Park defeated Fort Lupton, the 10 seed, 54-24, then lost to Valley 55-36, and yesterday won on the road against Frontier Academy 43-37. Earlier we had Eaton defeating Fort Lupton on the boys' side 58-39. So Fort Lupton's season comes to an end. Eaton is the 5th place team out of the Patriot League. Now, like that Eaton-Fort Lupton game, this is an elimination game. And we know these teams played back on February the 1st when the Beat Diggers won at Estes Park 48-46 in overtime. A game, quite frankly, that the Beat Diggers probably should have lost, considering that all Estes Park had to do was basically inbound the basketball, probably get fouled and make a free throw, but instead, Beat Diggers stole the ball. Shelby Wooliver hit a three-pointer to tie the game. Beat Diggers went on to win in overtime, and that was a game that with 30 seconds to go, Estes Park had a 5-point lead in the ball, which basically speaks to the inconsistency of both of these teams really this season. Estes Park going into the game with a record of 13-9, and the Beat Diggers sitting at 11-9, and that's why they're in this position right now. And I guess it's basically the team that has the better run or more good runs, because we know that with Brush, and I'm sure it's the same story with Estes Park, you've got a good team and you've got a bad team.
Well, and I think that with both of these teams, especially with Estes Park, we seem to match up almost body for body with them, like height-wise, quickness-wise, same kind of plays at times, switching defenses at times, the press at times, so it'll be interesting to see if anybody brings anything different today.
Well, the Beat Diggers usually win the rebounding edge because of Kristen Berg and Bailey Craich down low, both averaging over 7 rebounds a game.
But in Estes, they got out-hustled.
Yeah.
And that's those 50-50 balls, we've got to go after it. That's a passion thing. That's a go-after thing. That's a I want to go get it
Well,
thing.
Amanda Dill really killed them on the boards in that particular game. They're going to have to contain her. And yesterday when the Beat Diggers had a double-digit lead, all of a sudden there were a couple of Strasburg players in the 5-3, 5-4 range that were getting underneath for layups. So you got to say communicative on defense, something you talked about yesterday, that whether you're missing certain rebounds or you're allowing easy layups, it's a myriad of problems that have plagued the Beat Diggers throughout the course of the season when they don't play well. So we'll see if they can win this game and advance to the 32-team 3A state tournament, which begins on Friday. We know one thing, the winner of this game will be the final seed out of the Patriot League. And when you're the final seed out of any league, you're probably going to be seeded anywhere from 27th to the very bottom, 32nd. Beat Diggers wouldn't be the 32nd seed because they do have a winning record, but they could be as low as a 30 or 31 seed, which would put them up against the host school, which means the task of winning is going to be monumental. But we know when Brush is on, they're on. The problem is when they're off, they're way off.
They are, and that inconsistency kind of kills them sometimes, and I think it hurts their confidence a little bit as well, especially in the guard play, bringing it up the floor against the press.
Well, because of the number of turnovers, even last night when they defeated Strasburg, they committed 21 turnovers to 15 for Strasburg, and they when they lost by 1 point to Platte Valley had 17 turnovers, Brush had 27. So even when they're winning games, they still commit more turnovers in the opposition. They make up for it because they're strong down low with Kristen Berg. They've got some decent three-point shooting with Shelby Wooliver and, of course, Melissa Whaler. Now, the Beat Diggers are the designated home team because they're the higher seed, so they're wearing their home whites. And Estes Park is wearing their road blacks. Steve Pistrui, the head coach of the Bobcats, and Tom George is the head coach of the Beat Diggers. Starting lineups to be introduced momentarily here at the University of Northern Colorado in Butler Hancock, where 6 games are being played today. This is the first of a doubleheader on 10-10. as well as KSLR.com. The second game will be at 7 o'clock. That'll be the boys' championship game in this Patriot League tournament when the Beat Diggers take on the Sterling Tigers. We'll have two third-place games coming up. It'll be Estes Park against University at 4 o'clock. Then the Sterling girls against Valley at 5:30. We mentioned Brush and Sterling at 7 o'clock. Then at 8:30, the Platte Valley girls will be taking on Eaton. So that gets you up to date with what's happening today after in the opening game, the Eaton boys secured 5th place, defeating Fort Lupton by a score of 58-39. Starting for Estes Park, I think they're just introducing the bench players at this point. As we know, Amanda Dill will certainly be in there for the Bobcats, a very strong player down low. It was going to be very tough to contain as the Beat Diggers had those issues, obviously, in the opening meeting. So we'll see who wins that battle. Will it be Amanda Dill or will it be Kristen Berg? Not that they'll necessarily be matched up against each other. And let's see if that's Amanda Dill on the bench right there. Amanda Dill normally wears 32. But I don't see her on the bench. Starting is Allie Smith in the front court along with Busy Palmer. And let's see who 14 is. She's all.
Oh, there it is.
Well, now they got different uniforms.
Yep.
Different uniforms numbers. Dana Jones, Amanda Dill, Busy Palmer, Allie Smith. And I think that 1-1 might be Alex Duell. They must have different uniforms on the road, different road numbers. The Beat Diggers will go with Kristen Berg in the middle, along with Alex White, Melissa Waitert, Bailey Craich, and sophomore point guard Shelby Wooliver. Yeah, Estes Park didn't exactly make it easy. Normally get a program, and the numbers are the same as what you actually wear. Oh, that rule has been broken for this particular game. So the Beat Diggers once again, Wooliver, Craich, Waitert, White, and Berg. And it looks like Alex Duell, if I've got that right, Susanna Jones, Amanda Dill, Busy Palmer, and Allie Smith for Estes Park. And again, the winner of this game will play on Friday in the opening round of the 32-team Class 3A state tournament. The loser is done for the season. Pretty nice support from the Beat Digger crowd, considering this game is being played in the middle of the afternoon on a Friday. Rush came out very strong last night, then faded late in the second quarter and early in the third. So we know the keys: limiting turnovers, which is always a problem, making sure Kristen Berg does not get into foul trouble, which has been an issue throughout the course of the season, and then just settling down on offense, not being rushed. More than likely, it'll be Amanda Dill jumping center for Estes Park. As in the first game, it was the lower seed in Eaton that won. Hopefully that trend does not continue in this game. Yeah, that will be Amanda Dill jumping center. For Estes Park and Kristen Berg for the Beat Diggers. Opening tip brought to you by Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance. 2 locations in Brush and Fort Morgan. They can help you with home, car, health, or life insurance questions or needs. And the tip is controlled by the Beat Diggers. Here comes Melissa Waitert into the front court. Cross court pass to Wooliver at the top for White. Outside left for Waitert. Back to White at the top. On the outside left to Waitert. Cross court to Wooliver behind the three-point line. Bounce pass at the top for Alex White in the right corner. Here is Berg. 12-footer is no good, and the ball is knocked out of bounds. And that is off Melissa Waitert. It will be Estes Park basketball, but that's a good look by Kristen Berg, who can nail that shot at will. But you'd like to get her in a little bit closer, considering how good of a shooter she is. Here comes Busy Palmer for Estes Park at the top of the three-point circle. On the outside left to Dill. Down low in the lane is Smith, and then that Ball is poked away out of bounds, though she lost it. That'll be Kendra Bellman instead who lost the basketball.
And here comes Estes with their press that we were talking about.
And that's the first turnover of the game already. Wooliver in the backcourt to Waitert. Back to Wooliver. Swings it into the front court to Waitert at the top for White. Bounce pass left baseline to Berg. Steps in, lost the basketball, and the ball's loose on the floor, and it's picked up by the Bobcats. Here comes Bellman the other way. Lost the basketball. It's loose, and it's picked up by Melissa Waitert. Second turnover for Estes Park. We played nearly a minute. Wooliver into the front court over to Alex White. She'll pull up for a three, and that is barely going to get to the rim, but White has the long rebound. Beat-Diggers will reset. White near the top to Waitert. On the high left to Wooliver. Back to Waitert. On the outside left, Wooliver. Wide open three. It's off the back of the rim. Rebound to White. She misses the shot, and the rebound is controlled by Amanda Dill of Estes Park. Here come the Bobcats the other way. With the basketballs, Bellman back out to Allie Smith. Smith looking down low. On the left baseline, feeds Alex Duell, and then she lost the ball, stripped away accidentally there. And here come the Beat-Diggers. Third turnover for Estes Park already, so they're getting rather sloppy. Waitert with the basketball. Down low for Bailey Craich in the lane. Double team. Back out to Waitert. Cross court to White. 15-footer in the air is short, and the ball is out of bounds on two hops, and White's got to use her legs a little bit more. Those balls are not getting to the rim.
Well, and the style, and there's two three-point lines here at the college level, so they have to make sure that they know that it's the white line for the high school level instead of the blue, which is back a little bit.
Here's Busy Palmer the other way for Estes Park. On the outside right to Duell. Dribbling towards the top at the free throw line, into the lane, all the way, scoops it up and in. Karen Kingswood instead. Kingswood is the player that's wearing 14. 2-0 Estes Park, so check that. Duell wearing a different number. Wooliver into the front court on the outside left of White. White overhead pass to Waitert on the outside right. Holding the ball up high, looking to her left. Cross-court pass to White behind the three-point line. Bounce pass inside, poked away, taken by White, though. Now the ball's loose on the floor. White goes diving for it, bounces at the Berg. Berg, little 8-foot pull-up is good. On the left block for Kristen Berg, and the game is deadlocked at 2. 5:23 to go, opening quarter. John Beltran with Jen Goodall. From Butler Hancock at the University of Northern Colorado in Greeley. Dill at the top of the basketball, dribbles left of the lane. Her shot is blocked by Craich, but a foul. Oh, an iffy call there.
Well, the foul happened below. She had her hand on her belly, and the other hand blocked the ball cleanly, but the hand on the belly was the call.
First foul of the game is Amanda Dill will attempt 2 free throws for the Bobcats here in the early going. The first free throw is up, and that is in. Committed to serving those in production, Ag, Premier Farm Credit, is the gold standard in ag lending. Second free throw for Dill is in the air, and that is good as well. Estes Park with a 4-2 lead over Brush. Becky Riley checks in. This is a disaster. I mean, how do you have a roster with numbers that don't match their uniforms? Into the front court is Waitert. In the left corner for Berg. Into the paint to Craich. Ball knocked away, and it's taken away by Amanda Dill. Second turnover for Brush. Dill all the way. Had the ball stripped beautifully out of bounds, but it is off the Beat-Diggers, and Estes Park retains possession. 4:59 to go in the opening quarter. The Bobcats lead the Beat-Diggers 4-2. And to throw it in is Becky Riley underneath the Beat-Digger basket. On the outside left to Palmer at the top. Faking the three is Kingswood right of the lane. Tries to scoop it up, and then the ball was partially blocked by Berg, but picked up by the Bobcats. Here's a Palmer shot. That's going to be short. Rebound to Dill. Dill fades, shoots, misses, fouled by Berg. Too many rebounds there for Estes Park.
Well, and one little thing that hasn't changed since the last time we saw him is Estes Park is trying to dribble drive into the seams of the 2-3 zone that Brush has put on.
2 free throws for Amanda Dill. And the first one is up and off the back of the rim. Second free throw upcoming. Susanna Jones is wearing 10. How about that? What a mess. None of these numbers match. Second free throw is good. I mean, who installed this system? 5-2 in favor of Estes Park. 4:44 to go in the opening quarter. Alex White in the backcourt with a basketball. Double team. Jump pass in the backcourt to Wooliver. Wooliver to her left. Front court pass to Waitert on the outside left. Wooliver double team. Looking. Squeezes in between traffic to Wooliver. Outside right to White. White, right corner, bounce pass to Berg. Berg holding the ball up high, bounce pass down low for Craich. Craich is double teamed, bounces it back out, looking for a teammate. Over to Berg down low. Berg has Wooliver wide open, turns, shoots, misses, and the ball is rebounded very nicely over there by the Estes Park Bobcats, and that is Ashlyn Johnson. I think I've got the right number there. Into the front court, down low. Johnson wide open. She shoots, scores, and a foul. To the line will be Johnson. And Estes Park now with a 7-2 lead with 4:05 to go. And the foul was committed by Kristen Berg. That's her second. Nothing new here. The Beat Diggers inconsistent, and Berg commits the fouls, and unfortunately for Brush, and if she's out of the game, it's going to could be a long first half. Johnson with a free throw. Line drives it and scores. Wow. Estes Park's on a 6-0 run, leading Brush 8-2. Mariah Brown into the game, and then that pass is tipped to the backcourt, and the ball is off of the Bobcats out of bounds. Beat Diggers retain possession, down by 6. They've only committed 2 turnovers, which is good news, as we played 4 minutes and 2 seconds in this game. Wooliver trapped in the backcourt, maintains the dribble for Brush, picks up the dribble. Front court pass to Alex White. White to the outside left. Left corner here is Mortensen with the basketball. Back out to Wooliver. Dribbling to her left. Bounce pass to Mortensen. Left corner. Picks up the dribble. Looking down low. Spinning it back out to Wooliver. Wooliver to her right. Cross court to Brown. Near the top to White. White to her right. At the free throw line for Craich. On the left wing, here's Wooliver. Pulls up and she misses that shot. And the ball is loose on the floor. And it's taken away by Becky Riley. Or Chetta, that's Karen Kingswood all the way. Lays it up and in. She drove all the way, coast to coast for Kingswood. Estes Park's on an 8-0 run. 3:35 to go. Timeout called by the Beat Diggers. A 30-second timeout. Brought to you by Greg Mullen at State Farm Insurance. Let the State Farm Insurance office of Greg Mullen and Brush help you find the best policy to fit your life. Home, auto, life, and health. State Farm Insurance is there for you and your family. Give Greg Mullen a call, 842-4555. This Estes Park team has more talent on paper than that Strasburg team that played very hard and gave the Beat Diggers a scare. And the way the Beat Diggers are going, this could be a blowout by halftime. They're down 10-2 with 3:35 to go in the opening quarter.
Well, and I think just because their zone is almost a matchup zone. They're in a 2-3, but they're matching up and they're covering each other really nicely. So Beat Diggers are getting a little confused, but they still need to make sure that they're getting into passing lanes, going to every pass, and that will help get them, Estes Park, into foul trouble.
In the backcourt with the basketball is Wooliver. Front court pass to Waitert. Waitert was fouled by Allie Smith. That'll be the first foul against Estes Park in the game. And the Beat Diggers have committed 3, 2 by Kristen Berg, which is a killer right now. Wooliver to throw it in three-quarters court. Over to Mariah Brown. Brown dribbling towards the top of the three-point circle. Bounce pass outside right to Wooliver. Back to Brown. On the high left to White. White bounce pass to the free throw line. Craig straight away to Brown. Outside right to Wooliver. Straight away to Brown. Pass tipped away, but Brown has it. Then she lost it. And there's a front court pass all the way for the layup up and in. Is made by Kendra Bellman, I believe. No, that's Susanna Jones. Yeah, again, the numbers all mixed up here. 12-2. It's a 10-point lead. White's shot is missed from the left baseline. We got a foul. I believe Emma Mortensen was pushed from behind, so the Beat Diggers will retain possession of the basketball. Allie Smith commits her second foul.
Well, something else that the Beat Diggers need to be careful of is all of the passes that are being tipped and stolen are overhead passes. They need to ball fake, pass the ball around, maybe ball fake, and do a dribble drive of their own. They can do the same thing that is being done to them on the offensive end.
Whitney Mount to throw it in. She threw it into the backcourt, but nobody touched it, so it's not a violation. Shelby Wooliver chases it down. Wooliver jump pass to Mortensen. Mortensen with the basketball back to Wooliver, crossing the timeline on the outside left. Wooliver picks up the dribble, cross court to Mount. Steps in, can't shoot. Bounce pass right baseline to Mortensen. Mortensen backs it out on the bounce, knocked it out of bounds by Amanda Dill. Beat Diggers retain possession, down by 10 with 2:32 to go in the opening quarter. Whitney Mount to trigger it in front of the Estes Park bench. I don't know what's...
Oh, I think his whistle got caught on his shirt or something.
Yeah, must have been. Mount to throw it in. Looking, still looking. At the free throw line for Craich. Steps in, little 10-foot shot is up and off the back of the rim. Rebound to Mount. Mount has to back it out and does. B-Diggers reset. Whaler to the high left to Craich. Straight away, Wooliver, 3 in the air. And that's off the back of the rim. The putback is missed over there by Bailey Craich. And we got a foul on the floor, I believe, against the B-Diggers. And Emma Mortensen, I believe, went over the back. And she did. That'll be her first foul. And Jen, you mentioned last night, towards the end of the game, that the B-Diggers had to work very hard for that victory against Strasburg. Could take something out of them. They played a later game than Estes Park did, and I don't know if it's an energy level right now. You don't have your best player on the floor. That's a contributing factor. But they haven't scored a bucket in well over 4 minutes. Busy Palmer with a basketball. On the outside right, she pulls up for a long shot. That's off the front of the rim. Emma Mortensen has the rebound for the B-Diggers on the outlet to Wooliver. Under 2 minutes to go. And then Wooliver is stripped by Amanda Dill out of bounds. B-Diggers retain possession. I should be able to identify the Bobcats players by the end of this game. Yeah, that's just ridiculous. I've never seen that. 16 years of calling it, I've never seen a roster completely different than the uniform numbers they wear. Here is White into the front court on the outside right. Pulls up from 12. That's well short. Ball is loose on the floor. Picked up by Karen Kingswood. Bounce pass to Palmer across the timeline. We got 1:40 to go in the opening quarter. The B-Diggers trail the Estes Park Bobcats 12-2. Palmer will retreat towards midcourt. Maintains the dribble. Cross-court pass to Kingswood against Casey Blake. Jump pass down low for Dill. Right baseline shot is up and off the back of the rim. And the ball is knocked out of bounds. That is off of Alex White. Estes Park retains possession. The friendly staff at High Plains Bank and Wiggins can assist you with a home loan, equity line of credit, commercial loan, or checking account to receive hometown service in a higher plane. Visit High Plains Bank and Wiggins. There's the pass towards the top to Lizzie Palmer. On the outside right to Kingswood. Bounce pass free throw line for Dill. Dribbling to her right, she traveled. Fourth turnover for Estes Park. The B-Diggers have 3. Susanna Jones will check in for the Bobcats for Amanda Dill.
Estes Park looks like they're taking a page out of the Valley Vikings book. They went 4 out, 1 in on that, and they just ran a little cut through the middle of the lane, whoever passed off.
With the basketball as Mount into the front court towards Mortensen, tipped away by Kingswood, intercepted by the Bobcats. B-Diggers with their 4th turnover. At the top of the three-point circle, Jones into the lane, nearly stripped, bounce pass to Palmer, left baseline. Palmer kicks it back out. Over to Jones. Jones will put up a runner, and that's off the back of the rim. And the ball is rebounded very strongly by Emma Mortensen, her second board. The outlet to Alex White. 48 seconds to go, first quarter. Estes Park 12, Brush 2. Left baseline, Blake, wide open shot, air ball. And the ball is taken away by Kingswood, her third board. Bobcats the other way, picked up by Blake. Kingswood maintains the dribble on the outside left to Palmer. Right baseline, wide open Riley and misses the 10-footer, and Blake boxes out for the rebound, grabbing her first board. The outlet to White, 25 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. B-Diggers still trail by 10. White on the outside left to Mount. Mount throws it behind Kristenberg out of bounds. And the B-Diggers have committed their 5th turnover.
Well, now there's just panic on the offensive end. They're just kind of throwing the ball around. They're miscommunicating as to who's going where. If Whitney may have let Kristen get posted up, that would have been a better choice.
18.1 seconds to go. The Bobcats will have the final possession of the opening quarter, unless they take a quick shot. Palmer at the top, dribbling to her left, retreats, now at the free throw line. Jump pass to Jones in the left corner. Jones looking for Dill, swings it to Dill at the top. Bounce pass, cross court to Jones in the right corner. Here's Kingswood. Her shot is an air ball off the back of the rim. It just got a piece of the rim, and that's the end of the opening quarter with a score. Estes Park 12, Brush 2, a 1-minute break on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. The B-Diggers trail in this Patriot League Tournament consolation championship game as they are down by 10 points. Estes Park 12-2. John Beltran with Jen Goodall to begin the second from the University of Northern Colorado in Greeley. And to throw it in is Becky Riley to Busy Palmer. The Bobcats with the basketball. Jones on the outside right. Dribbles by White on the left baseline. Swings it back out to Dill. Over to Palmer. Straight away to Kingswood. The B-Diggers with Wooliver, Waitert, White, Berg, and Bailey Craich. Palmer at the top with the basketball. Swings it right side to Riley. Riley looking down low for Dill. Now Dill's got it on the left baseline. Wants to shoot, but she's double-teamed. Back out to Palmer on the bounce pass. Cross-court right corner to Jones. The three is in the air. Off the back of the rim and in. It took the high bounce, and it goes for Susanna Jones. Estes Park is on a 13-0 run. White is trapped in the backcourt, and she traveled as she fell down. 6 turnovers for Brush. And for head coach Tom George, I think this is becoming unwatchable at this point.
He's looking very frustrated, as he should be.
On the outside left, Riley with the basketball. At the free throw line for Kingswood. Back out to Palmer near the right corner. Palmer jump pass inside, knocked away by Waylert, and it's loose on the floor. Waylert picks it up. Nice steal by the B-Digger Jr. Crates to White in the backcourt, double team. Gets rid of it to Waylert. Front court pass to Wolliver. B-Diggers have a 3-on-3 working, but Wolliver's going to bounce it back out to Waylert. Outside right to White. White to her left, in the lane to Berg. Little shot is up and missed. The ball is loose on the floor, taken by Craich. Craich back out to White. She will redirect the offense. White over to Berg. 15-footer off the back of the rim and missed. And the putback is missed by Craich. She gets it back, puts it up. She misses again, and Kingswood has the rebound. Kingswood for Estes Parker, 4th rebound. Into the front court, all the way, scoops it up, and she threw up an air ball, but caught her own shot. It must have been partially tipped. And they've got it again. Here's Susanna Jones with the basketball into the lane against Berg. Back out to Riley. 16-footer, front rim, no. And the ball is loose, and there's a tie-up between Berg and Kingswood. Possession arrow goes to Brush. The B-Diggers need every break they can get as Allie Smith comes into the game along with Ashlyn Johnson. Oh, no, that's Caitlin Thompson. Okay, good to know that.
I can't keep up with all of the changes here.
Well, it's just irresponsible to have a program like that. And here's a steal in the backcourt by Amanda Dill. Dill bounced past to Kingswood all the way, lays it up, foul by Alex White as she misses. And the B-Diggers have committed 7 turnovers now. White with her first foul of the game. And a full timeout called by Tom George, brought to you by Greg Mullen at State Farm Insurance. We'll take it with him. 6:05 to go in the opening half. The B-Diggers are on a major drought. Estes Park is on a 13-0 run. The score, Estes Park 15, Brush 2 on 1010 KSLR and KSLR.com. Karen Kingswood hits 1 of 2 free throws. The B-Diggers have the basketball, trailing now 16-2 with 5:49 to go before the break. Here's Bailey Craig's left baseline shot is off the back of the rim, and the ball is tipped around into the hands of Amanda Dill. Estes Park in complete control of this game. The B-Diggers have not scored a bucket since the opening minute and a half of the game. On the outside right, Kingswood with the basketball. Dribbling towards the top, picked up by Waylert. On the outside right is Dill. And Estes Park is going to be very, very patient here on offense. Cross court to Kingswood, and she traveled. Turnover number 7 for Estes Park. The B-Diggers have 8 in the game. That's the only stat where both teams are fairly comparable at this point. And to throw it in will be Waylert. Waylert to throw it in front of the B-Digger bench. In the backcourt, Wolliver over to Waylert. Back to Wolliver. Front court pass to Berg. B-Diggers have a 3-on-2 to Blake, but she has to back it out. Estes Park catches up very nicely. Right baseline, Craich with the basketball to Berg. 14-footer fouled. As she misses, she will go to the line. That's a major break, fouling somebody from that far away.
Well, and they had success with that kind of a play in Estes. Remember, they went to a little high-low instead of just going with one post player and then the baseline thing. They went to a high-low between Bailey and Kristen, and it worked very well for them.
And the free throw is good by Kristen Berg. This is 10-10 KSLR, Brush, Fort Morgan, Denver. And that stops the 14-0 run. Second free throw is up and in. Estes Park 16, Brush 4. 5 minutes to go before the break. Here comes Busy Palmer for the Bobcats, dribbling to her right, well behind that three-point line, picks up the dribble on the outside left to Riley. Riley against Waylert, looking in the left corner with the basketball. Jones down low for Dill, turns, shoots, around good. Little 8-foot fadeaway for Amanda Dill. She's got 5 points, and that overhead pass by Waylert is intercepted by Dill. And Dill will slow it down. 9 turnover for Brush. Thompson in the right corner. Smith, her shot is up and in, and she's fouled. Should be a 2-pointer for Allie Smith. And the B-Digger foul was committed by Kristen Berg. That's her 3rd. Well, so Berg is out of the game. And again, Jen, I don't understand that. You're fouling a shooter from 15 feet away, and this free throw's up and off to the left, and the rebound to Bailey Craich. Craich with her 5th rebound. Ball knocked out of bounds. Emma Mortensen back into the game. Kristen Berg has got all the goods. She's got a complete game. But when you are a center, fouls 15 feet away from the basket, don't make it. And at half court, we had 2 of those yesterday.
Right.
Now it drives you insane. Beat Diggers are down 20-4. I talked to a lot of Beat Digger fans yesterday after the girls' game, which they won by 11. As Waiter takes a straightaway 3, barely gets to the rim. Rebound by Susanna Jones. They said this team is multi-talented. They just are totally inconsistent. With the basketball is Smith near the top to Palmer. Palmer against Waitert. Dribbling to her left, under 4 minutes to go before the break. Estes Park 20, Brush 4. Cross-court pass to Palmer. Palmer dumps it down low for Smith. She kicks it back out to Palmer. Palmer cross-court, right corner, wide open 3 is missed over there by Susanna Jones. Long rebound to Melissa Waitert. Waitert, long pass towards Wooliver. Dribbles, puts it up off the bottom of the backboard. Rebound and put back is missed by Waitert. And then the ball is loose and it's taken away by Allie Smith. And then steal by Waitert.
Yep.
She dumped it in as I was writing that number down. So the Beat Diggers make this a 20-6 game, 3:22 to go before the break, down by 14. In the right corner, Jones with the basketball against Blake, looking down low, dribbling along the right baseline, underneath the basket, scoops it up and misses. Emma Mortensen with a Beat Digger rebound, her 3rd. Mortensen bounce pass to the backcourt to Wooliver. She's on the floor, gets rid of it to Mortensen. Beat Diggers have got lots of players down court. Waiter to the backcourt, crossover dribble, 10-second count. It wasn't even close. Not even halfway to midcourt. The Beat Diggers have committed their 10th turnover of the game. And let's see who throws it in. It will be Becky Riley. But first we have a 30-second timeout called by Estes Park. So we'll keep it right here. 3:02 to go before the break. The Bobcats lead the Beat Diggers by a score of 20-6. Don't let finances stand in your way of pursuing your college education. Visit MCC online at morgancc.edu or stop by the campus for a personal advising session that will get you on the right track and find out what options are available to help you. No matter what age you are at MCC, you can imagine your possibilities, believe in yourself, and achieve your goal. Morgan Community College. Well, what's the solution here?
Well, I think they've got to be more patient on offense. Make that they've shown it a couple times where they have good looks. We just didn't make the basket. Make that defense shift a little bit. Use the dribble drive at times. You know, if Alex White is very salty, if you will, when she has the ball in her hands, she can make that dribble drive and cut into a seam. And she's tall enough that she can shoot over the top of any of those Estes Park players. Also, I think they need to go back to the high-low.
And to throw it in is Becky Riley over to Busy Palmer. Palmer on the outside left to Jones, guarded over there by Craich. Waitert, Wooliver, Mortensen, and White out there for the Beat Diggers as well. On the high right, Riley with the basketball, looking cross-court pass towards Jones, dribbling left baseline, cut off by Mortensen, bounce pass inside, it's banked and missed. And who knows if we have that player on our roster as the rebound is taken away by the Beat Diggers. Bailey Craich with the basketball over to White, because that's another one that doesn't match the program. White into the front court, over to Wooliver on the outside left, bounce pass inside towards Mortensen, knocked out of bounds by Busy Palmer. That will stay with the Beat Diggers with 2.5 to go and Brush trailing by 14. And to throw it in will be Alex White. Lobs it into Mortensen, fakes, pulls up from 12. Yes, straight away for Emma Mortensen. Got the defender in the air. And long pass is tipped away by Mortensen, and she couldn't save it in. Went out of bounds, but the Beat Diggers with some nice pressure defense. I mean, they're only down 12, and they have been atrocious on offense.
Well, and it's still the first half, so they have time. They got to have that sense of urgency we saw last night in the first quarter.
Busy Palmer across the timeline. Bounce pass tipped away by White, but it's taken away by Jones. Estes Park with the basketball. Lob, left baseline for Dill. Her shot is up and in. That's a killer shot for Amanda Dill, a little 10-footer. And Dill in the game has scored 7 points. Wooliver into the front court on the outside left to Mortensen. Down low towards Craich off her hand, but she was fouled on the entry pass. That will be the third team foul against Estes Park, make it their fourth. And the foul was committed over there by Busy Palmer. Beat Diggers trailing 22-8, under 2 minutes to go before the break. White to throw it in. Bounce pass down low for Craich, had it knocked away, got it back, banks and scores to the left of the basket for Bailey Craich, her first point. Brush to within a dozen once again. Estes Park 22, Brush 10. Riley in the backcourt of the basketball. Front court pass is taken over there by the Bobcats. On the outside left, Jones down low for Dill. Shot is up and around and good. On the left baseline, it sat on the back of the rim and fell through. Dill now with 9. Wolliver across the timeline, 24-10 Estes Park, 90 seconds to go. Bounce pass to Waitert. On the outside right to White. Wide open 12-footer is off to the right. Rebound to Kracher. Put back is in. Straight away for Bailey Kracher. She's got 4 points and 7 rebounds here in the first half. 1:16 to go. Brush trailing Estes Park 24-12. Becky Riley trapped in the backcourt. Lob into the front court of the outside left to Jones, down low for Palmer. Palmer dribbles to her left, back out to Riley. Her shot is up and short, but the rebound to Dill, and Dill has a shot blocked, but it's taken away, and that shot is up and missed by a player who we don't have on this roster. Rebound to Bailey Kracher. So the other way, here come the Bead Diggers. They can make this a 10-point game. Waiter to Kracher. Kracher, a little 10-footer, and that is around and no good. Amanda Dill has the rebound for Estes Park, her 5th. We've got 43 seconds to go, and we've got a whistle. I'm not sure what the whistle was about, and we have a foul there on the Bobcats and Susanna Jones, an offensive foul. That'll be a turnover, their 9th. Susanna Jones commits her first Bead Digger basketball. Only the 15th foul. Waiter to throw it in. Waiter to Wolliver. Back to Waiter to the high right with 38 seconds to go. Right corner for Mortensen. Mortensen kicks it back out to Waitert. Over to Wolliver. Wolliver against Becky Riley. Swings it right side to Waitert. 3 in the air. Well short. And the rebound is controlled by Allie Smith. That's her second board. Long pass to Riley. 22 seconds remaining. Riley behind the three-point line. Swings it right baseline. Tipped away loose. And Shelby Wolliver picks it off for the Bead Diggers. Wolliver bounce pass to the backcourt to Waitert. Now to White. Double teamed. White is triple teamed. Ball is loose. Taken away by Susanna Jones. She banks and misses. But the rebound is controlled by Riley over to Amanda Dill off her right hand out of bounds with 4.6 seconds to go. And the Bead Diggers will have the basketball. And Estes Park applies the press. Waitert in the backcourt to Kracher. Kracher with 3, with 2. He's got to put it up from here. Kracher will not put up the shot, and that's the end of the first half. With the score, Estes Park 24, Rush 12, a 3-minute break on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. All right, let's see if the Lady Bead Diggers go to work here in the second half. They scored just 12 points in the opening half. They had 17 points in the first quarter last night against Strasburg, but they trail 24-12 to the Estes Park Bobcats. And this is it. I mean, if they don't get back into the game sometime in this third quarter and Estes Park extends the lead, then you wonder what they have left for the fourth, because when you are trying to rally, you have to expend a lot of energy.
Right.
Emotionally and physically, so.
Well, and last night's game was so up and down that's what I meant when I said that last night. I hope it doesn't take too big of a toll on them today.
Karen Kingswood, Busy Palmer, Susanna Jones, Allie Smith, and Amanda Dill for Estes Park, Melissa Waitert, Shelby Wolliver, Alex White, Kristen Berg, and Bailey Kracher for Brush. Palmer with a basketball. Over to Dills. Turnaround is up, around and no good from 10 feet away. And then that ball is blocked out of there as Smith put up the shot and missed. Here come the Bead Diggers away with a basketball. Into the front court is White. Over to Waitert. Back out to White. Left baseline to Wolliver. Shot is up and no good. And the ball is loose, rebounded by Susanna Jones. There's a long pass to Palmer. She'll lay it up and miss it, but she's fouled by Wolliver. Wolliver commits the foul. Palmer to the line to shoot 2. She is scoreless in this game. Your one-stop center for projects around your home, office, or yard is Ackley Building Center. They carry appliances. Ackley Building Center, 1402 Mill Street in Brush. And look to the team at Valley View for rehab, short-term or long-term care needs. Free throw is in and out. 8:15 Fremont, Call them 867-8261. Second free throw coming up for Palmer to extend the lead to a baker's dozen. And that one is up, and that one is in. Estes Park 25, Brush 12. Pass knocked out of bounds by Jones. Bead Diggers retain possession in the backcourt. Waitert to throw it in. Waitert. Backcourt pass to White. White jump pass into the front court to Wolliver. Outside left to Kracher. Steps into the lane. The hook shot is up and missed. And the ball is rebounded along the left baseline by Karen Kingswood. But the Bead Diggers then steal the basketball. Here's White straight away 3. Good for Alex White. Beat Diggers needed that in the worst way. Well, they draw to within 10, 25-15. Dill at the free throw line in the lane. Lost the basketball. Waitard's got it. That's turnover number 12 for Estes Park. Beat Diggers nearly throw it away, and then there's a foul in the backcourt on Estes Park. That's either going to be Jones or Smith. It's going to be Allie Smith. That'll be her third. Well, if the Beat Diggers can stretch out that defense with White or Wolliver or Wailert hitting the threes, all of a sudden you've got a ball game. They're only down 10. White front court pass to Berg. Left baseline to Craich. Craich bounce pass to Berg. 15-footer is an air ball, and Wailert cannot save it in because it hit the end line. Yeah, I think Berg's got to operate down low. Enough of these jump shots. She's way too good inside to be taking the shots from 10 to 15 feet away. Jones to throw it in. Backcourt bounce pass to Palmer, now to Jones. Jones dribbles by two defenders into the front court. Long pass towards Thompson. Ball knocked and a bounce by Berg. Excellent job by the Beat Digger Jr. Bobcats retain possession. 6:40 to go, third quarter. Estes Park 25, Brush 15, but it was a 16-point advantage. Kingswood to throw it in. Near the top to Jones. Jones to her left behind that three-point line. Picked up by Wolliver. Bounce pass high right to Palmer. Palmer to Dill. In the right corner to Jones. Dribbling against White. Spinning on White. Kicks it back out to Palmer. Down low for Thompson. Now Dill fakes the three. Jump pass. Intercepted by Wolliver. That's 3 turnovers in this quarter already for Estes Park. Bounce pass to Waiters in the backcourt. Front court pass towards White. White with the basketball. Dribbles left of the lane. Over to Craich. Back out to Wolliver. Straight away Waiter. 3 in the air. Good for Melissa Wailert. That's 2 triples. Timeout, Estes Park. 6:05 to go. Third quarter. With the score, Estes Park 25, Brush 18 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Estes Park basketball as the Beat Diggers are on a 6-0 run in this consolation championship game. This is for the final spot out of the Patriot League in the 32-team state tournament. Estes Park 25, Brush 18. Kingswood inbounds pass to Jones. Knocked out of bounds by Wolliver. Estes Park retains possession with 6:04 to go in the third. And the Beat Diggers have played very good basketball here in the first minute and 56 seconds of the second half. Jones looking to throw it and looked like she almost traveled. Well, I saw some traveling back there. Into Amanda Dill. Dill had the basketball stripped by Alex White. White with the basketball looking for a teammate. Overhead pass to Wolliver. Wolliver near the top, dribbling to her left by Dill. On the outside left, right through. Melissa Waiter's hands out of bounds. It will be Estes Park basketball. And the Beat Diggers are applying the pressure and have been very successful at it. Jones looking, backcourt bounce pass to Dill. Dill can handle the ball very well as she dribbles across the timeline. Dill, crossover dribble to her left. Back out to Jones on the high right. Jones dribbling right baseline. Her runner's up, and that's an air ball. Kristen Berg with the basketball for Brush. There's the outlet to Wailert. Beat Diggers have a 2-on-2 working, but White's going to back it out very intelligently. On the outside left to Wolliver. Wide open three is off the back of the rim, and the ball is loose and is taken away by Jones. Hopefully that's a foul on Craich and not on Berg. It is on Craich. That's her second foul because Berg has committed 3 already. And Estes Park to throw it in. Jones looking, still looking. Bounce pass in the backcourt towards Busy Palmer. Picked up by Wolliver. Back to Jones underneath her own basket. Lost the basketball, got it back. Maintains the dribble against Alex White. Dribbles along the left baseline into the front court. Jones cross-court pass taken over there by Susanna. Check that. That's Karen Kingswood as we were cut off momentarily. Now to Jones as the Beat Diggers trailing by 7, 25 to 18. 5 minutes to go in the third. Kingswood on the outside left with the basketball. Near the top to Caitlin Thompson. On the outside right, here is Jones behind that three-point line. Bounce pass to Dill. Steps in. Little 6-foot pull-up is off the back of the rim, and the ball is loose. It's picked up by Dill. And here's another shot up and in. Made by Susanna Jones. Beat Diggers come the other way, and we have a foul on the other end. And the foul is on Kristen Berg after the Beat Diggers lost the basketball in the front court. That play right there could signal the end of this game. Beat Diggers are down by 9, and as I mentioned at halftime, you have to play Kristen Berg the entire second half, but we still have 12 minutes and 37 seconds of basketball. And where was that foul committed? On the perimeter, behind the three-point line. Ball thrown away by the Bobcats. Bailey Craich has it, and there should be a foul on Estes Park, and there is. And let's see who the Bobcat foul is against. It's against Busy Palmer. That's her second. Digger basketball. Melissa Waiter, long pass to Wooliver. Wooliver dribbles left baseline. She's cut off over there, backs it out to Mariah Brown into the game over to Waiter with 4:20 to go, third quarter. Estes Park 27, Brush 18. Right corner, Mortensen looking down low, kicks it back out to Waiter. Cross court to Wooliver, 15-footer is well short. Wooliver tries to chase down the rebound. There's a tie-up. Possession arrow stays with the B-Diggers. Allie Smith will check in along with Susanna Jones, who was out of the game for a cup of coffee, figuratively speaking. Mariah Brown to throw it in. Brown looking, still looking. Kicks it right baseline. Craig shot is up and no good. And we've got a foul. I think that stays right there. Estes Park pushed from behind as Shelby Wooliver's body went flying. And the foul is committed by Becky Riley. That's her second foul. B-Diggers retain possession. Northeast Colorado's locally owned hometown savings and loan is Equitable Savings and Loan in Fort Morgan and Brush. Wooliver with a basketball on the outside right towards Brown. Brown jump pass to Wooliver. Straight away, three in the air. Good for Shelby Wooliver. The B-Diggers have made this a 6-point game, 27-21. And then Jones lost the ball out of bounds along the sideline. Turnover number 16 for Estes Park. The B-Diggers only have 13. Waiter to throw it in. If they can inch closer with Berg on the bench, then you got a real shot to win this game. At the top, Mariah Brown has the ball stripped, but I think Jones fouled her. And that foul was on Jones. All of a sudden, Estes Park is building up team fouls. That should be their fourth. Second personal on Jones. Waiter to throw it into Brown. Brown with the basketball, dribbling to her right. Against Amanda Dill, bounce pass to Wooliver. Wooliver back to her left. Crossover dribble, bounce pass high right to Craich. Craich at the top for Wooliver. On the outside left to Brown. Brown swings it at the top for Craich. Craich dribbles into the lane, the pull-ups up, off to the right, and the ball is volleyballed around out of bounds. That is off of Estes Park. It should be B-Digger basketball. It is off of Allie Smith. Mariah Brown to throw it in. Boy, wide open is Wooliver. Right corner. Three in the air. Good for Shelby Wooliver! The B-Diggers have 4 threes in the third quarter alone. And I believe we have a foul on Waylert in the backcourt. Or it's just a, let's see, yeah, I think they're going to call it on Waylert. Unless there's just a warning.
It's a warning because she crossed the plane.
Right, just a warning, no foul. But the B-Diggers now, to begin this half, are on a 12-3 run. And to throw it in is Becky Riley in the backcourt to Amanda Dill. She's got to take over for Estes Park. Dill's not committed a foul. She's their best player. Riley nearly stripped from behind. Now stripped by Wooliver. Wooliver all the way is, she wasn't fouled, just stripped out of bounds by Riley as she went for the layup. B-Diggers retain possession. Estes Park turns it over for a 7th time here in the quarter. Mariah Brown to throw it in. The B-Diggers can tie it with a 3. And the 3 ball's been huge in this quarter. Brown looking, lobs it over to Wooliver. On the outside right, Waylard. Down low for Craich, into the lane, scoops it up. She's fouled as she misses. Bailey Craich to the line. The foul was committed by Caitlin Thompson, her first. Jen, we've said it before. Good B-Diggers, bad B-Diggers. Now they're back to the... And when they're good, they're very good.
They are very good. They have that sense of urgency. They're making good passes. They're making good decisions. They're playing good defense.
And the Bailey Craich free throw is in. They're 3 for 3 from the line, and they're doing this without Kristen Berg. In fact, when she went to the bench, this was almost like we saw earlier this season. The 2 times their senior point guard, Jordan Delorier, went down, they played better. And it's not because they lost their point guard. Something happens. You get a spark. Second free throw is off to the left. And the ball is loose, but Amanda Dill has the rebound, her 7th for Estes Park. Long pass to Karen Kingswood into the front court, spinning on Alex White. 27-25 Bobcats, and she drives and she's fouled as she drove to the basket. Looked like Emma Mortensen got her with a body with 2:56 remaining in the third.
Well, and right there, the B-Diggers need to make a decision. If they're going to switch on screens, they got to communicate that so that everybody knows. If they're switching on screens, tell the person so that they know, like right there, Mariah could have bumped off Alex and stayed with her instead of letting her get through the lane.
The free throw's off to the right. It hit nothing but glass. Brush's local Napa and Hardware Hankton Small Engine Repair Shop is Hometown Auto and Hardware, 1305 Edison Street in Brush. And stop, shop, and save with all of your grocery needs and snacks for game time enjoyment. Brush Grocery Card, 1302 West Edison Street in Brush. Second free throw by Kingswood is in. The Bead Diggers now down by 3. Ball knocked out of bounds. Bead Diggers retain possession. Estes Park 28, Brush 25 with 2:51 to go in the third. White looking. Backcourt pass to Craich. Craich crossover dribble into the front court. Picks up the dribble. On the outside right to Brown. Brown with the basketball. Near the top to Wolliver. Wolliver guarded by Kingswood. Dribbling to her right. Bounce pass to Brown on the high right behind that three-point line. A three can tie. Down low for White. She banks and scores. A great look as the Beat Diggers get 2 points there from Alex White. She's got 5 in the quarter. Brush is down by 1. Backcourt pass is taken by Allie Smith. It's a 3-on-3. Left baseline to Kingswood. Steps in. The hook shot is up and around and off to the right, but she's fouled. To the line will be Karen Kingswood again. And the foul was committed by Shelby Wolliver. That's her second. Letter jackets, T-shirts, and more. Bijou T-Quest, 302 Main Street in Fort Morgan for all of your sports apparel. Free throw by Kingswood in the air, and that is around and no good. At blowdornlumber.com, you can browse the virtual showroom, view the current sales flyer, complete a credit application, and shop the entire inventory online. Friendly service, serious service. Blowdorn Lumber, second free throw is short, but the rebound is controlled by Allie Smith. And then that outlet pass knocked out of bounds by Wolliver, intended for Riley. Estes Park retains possession. And to throw it in will be Riley. Here comes Wailert in for Wolliver. I got to tell you, I'm impressed by these Bead Diggers coming back the way they have. They could have mailed this in, but they're not mailing this season in at all. Riley to throw it in towards the timeline to Amanda Dill. Dill hands it off to Palmer, and they've done a nice job on Dill here in the third quarter. Palmer at the top. On the outside left towards Riley, off her right hand out of bounds. That is the 18th turnover by Estes Park, 8 in the quarter. The Bead Diggers can incredibly enough take the lead on this possession. Waiter, backcourt to White. Back to Waiter, front court to Craich. As wide open as Mortensen. She's got it. She lays it up and in. And no, it was not in. Oh, my gosh, it was halfway down. But she's fouled. Well, I should have called that prematurely. That looked like it was definitely going in. Either way, she'll have 2 free throws, so my bad there. The foul was committed by Allie Smith. That's her 4th. I mean, there was more ball inside than there was outside, but it didn't go in. Spun out. Emma Mortensen can tie it if she makes 1 of 2 free throws. First one is up, and that's off the back of the rim. Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Ehrlich Toyota East at 1209 Main Street in Fort Morgan will professionally fit you into the car truck of your choice. Serving all of Northeast Colorado, Ehrlich Toyota East. Caitlin Thompson into the game for Estes Park. Out there with Busy Palmer, Amanda Dill, Susanna Jones, and Becky Riley. Second free throw for Mortensen. That's in the air, and that's going to be well short. And the rebound is controlled over there by Amanda Dill. That's her 8th.
Stolen by Alex White.
Yep, in the backcourt, Mariah Brown with the basketball. Bounce pass to Waiter. Down lower towards Craich. And then had the ball knocked away and out of bounds. The Bead Diggers turned it over for a 3rd time in the quarter, 14th in the game. With 1:46 to go. Estes Park 28, Brush 27. Bead Diggers applying the pressure. Palmer with the inbounds pass in the backcourt against Waiter. Dribbles by 2. They've got a 4-on-3 working. Palmer at the free throw line. Jump pass to Thompson straight away. Riley's shot is up and good. Just inside the 3-point line for Becky Riley. Bobcats lead by 3, 30-27. Craich in the front court. Falls down. Ball is loose. Craich tries to pick it up. Possession arrow is pointing in Estes Park's direction. They'll have the basketball. With 1:25 to go in the third. Either way, this is anybody's game, regardless of what Estes Park does here in the final 85 seconds. Long pass towards Jones. It's intercepted by Bailey Craich. Pass was too strong. Brown on the outside right to White. White dribbling to her left, spinning on the defender. Back out to Craich. Craich to White. Mariah Brown was open. Here's Waitert straight away. Now to Brown on the high left. Brown back near the top to Waitert. High right to White. White double team. Jump pass to Craich. Over to White straight away to Waitert. Outside left to Brown. Brown to her right. Dribbles. Bounce pass. Waitert. 3 is off to the left. That would have tied the game. The rebound to Susanna Jones of Estes Park, her 5th. Across the timeline on the outside right. Jones has got to slow it down. 49 seconds to go. Dribbles right baseline. Double team. Has to back it out in the corner to Thompson. Overhead pass to Palmer. Palmer outside left to Dill. Dribbles left baseline against Craig. Spade shoots around, no good. Emma Mortensen has the rebound for the Beatnickers, her fourth. On the outlet to Waylard. Here's White in the backcourt. Nearly stripped. Got to watch out for those defenders. 30 seconds to go. White across the timeline. Brush has got a 5-on-4. Bounce pass to Brown. Cross court to Waiter. Bounce pass right baseline to Craich. And there's a steal. Beautiful steal there by Caitlin Thompson. The other way, here come the Bobcats. A long pass to Riley. 15 seconds to go. Kicks it back out to Palmer. Palmer with 12. They're going to take the final shot of the third quarter. Palmer, crossover dribble on the outside right. Lobs it to Riley. Wide open three. Good for Becky Riley. And the Beatnicker rally right now is falling a little bit short. Estes Park closes the third quarter in a 5-0 run. All the points scored by Becky Riley. After three, Estes Park 33, Brush 27 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. In this consolation championship game for fifth place in the Patriot League tournament, Lady Beatnickers trail Estes Park 33-27. They were down by 16 in the opening half, cut it to 1. But Estes Park closed the third quarter in a 5-0 run. It'll be Melissa Waiter, Bailey Craich, Alex White, Emma Mortensen, and Shelby Wooliver for Brush, Becky Riley, Amanda Dill, Susanna Jones, Karen Kingswood, and Caitlin Thompson for Estes Park. Beatnicker basketball to begin the fourth. John Beltran with Jen Goodall. White with the basketball. Left corner for Mortensen. Lobs it towards Wooliver. Tipped away, but she's got it now to White. White down low for Craich. Outside right, Waiter. Three in the air. That's well off to the right, but she was fouled. Now, she did step in. They're going to say she was fouled after the shot, and it's just going to be Beatnicker basketball.
Should be 1-1, though, right?
Yeah, it is a 1-1. Caitlin Thompson commits the foul, but it was not on the shot. After the shot. So this will be a 1-1 for Melissa Waiter. And the Beatnickers were 18 of 23 from the free throw line yesterday. They need a lot more of that right now. The junior spins, shoots off the back of the rim. Waiter, though, has the rebound. Waiter bounce pass to Mortensen, and then she has it blocked. She goes back up and scores. Emma Mortensen scores for the Beatnickers. They're to within 4. Here is Susanna Jones in the front court. A lob down low for Thompson. Puts it up short. Emma Mortensen has the rebound for the Beatnickers. Her sixth rebound. Outlet to White. 33-29 Estes Park. 7:22 to go in the game. Outside right, Waiter over to White. Had the three-pointer. Didn't take it down low for Craich. Now Mortensen. Right baseline to Waiter. And then her pass is tipped away. Intercepted by Susanna Jones. Jones for Estes Park into the front court. On the outside left. Bounce pass back out to Amanda Dill. On the outside right, here's Riley. She won't take the three. Alex White right on top of her. Back out to Kingswood. Kingswood looks up at the clock, which reads 6:55 to go in the game. Jump pass to Riley. Dribbles towards the right baseline. Her runner is up and around and no good. Emma Mortensen has her seventh rebound. Outlet to White. 6:42 to go. Estes Park 33, Brush 29. White with the basketball on the outside left to Wooliver. Picked up over there by Amanda Dill. Dribbling towards the left corner. Double team. Has to get rid of it or a timeout's got to be called. Then the ball is stripped away. Wooliver's got it and the ball is knocked out of bounds. It's off of Becky Riley. Well, you use those timeouts if you can. I know you don't want to use them too early, but every possession counts.
Especially when you're behind.
Waiter, check that. Wooliver to throw it in straight away to White. Outside right, Waiter. Little 10-footers up and short. Rebound to Wooliver. She banks and misses. Ball is loose on the floor, picked up by Waiter. Here's White's shot. That's an air ball. Wooliver cannot save it in. Beatnickers did have their opportunities there, but could not score.
Well, they need to keep this press going. The press has been helping them.
To throw it in is Becky Riley. Lobs it in the back court. That one's headed out of bounds, and it does go out of bounds. That's Brush basketball. It was not tipped whatsoever. And that is turnover number 21 for Estes Park. The Beatnickers have 17 in the game. And they'll throw it underneath the Estes Park basket. Trailing by 4 with 6:19 to go. This is an elimination game. White to throw it in. Right corner, Waiter. Wide open shot is up and off the front of the rim. And the long rebound to Becky Riley. And they want to run. Riley all the way is fouled as she misses. She'll go to the line. Excellent full-court basketball there by Becky Riley. And the Beatnicker foul was committed by Bailey Craich. That's going to be her third. Oh, check that. Melissa Wailert Waiter with her first. Let's see if Riley can miss one because she's been an offensive force. Her free throw's up and off to the right. She scored those 5 points at the end of the third, which right now are a big difference in this game with the Bobcats up by 4. Riley spins, shoots, and that one is good. The Bobcats with a 5-point lead, 34-29. Busy Palmer in for Becky Riley. With 6:10 to go, Waiter backcourt to White. That pass towards Craich is going to be loose, and there's going to be a tie-up near midcourt. Possession arrow goes to the Estes Park Bobcats as the Beat Diggers turn it over. And now Kingswood to throw it in. Gets it into Palmer. Palmer with the basketball. Near the top. Looking. Cross-court to Kingswood. Kingswood to her left is going to feed Jones. Looking down low for Dill. Can't find her. Cross-court pass to the right. Tipped away by Waiter. Waiter with 1 to beat. Dribbling left of the lane. Bounce pass to Wolliver, and it's blocked out of bounds by Palmer. And Tom George, I think, wanted a foul. I don't blame him, but either way, the Beat Diggers have the basketball after the 22nd turnover by Estes Park. And White to throw it in. White looking. Over to Craich in the lane. Pulls up from 10. Off the glass and in straight away for Bailey Craich. She's got 7 in the game. Backcourt pressure being applied. Jump pass to Jones. Gets it at midcourt to Palmer. Palmer into the front court, foul by Alex White. And that's not good. That's a 17th foul on the Beat Diggers. Alex White commits her second. Busy Palmer to the line for the 1-and-1. Both teams have 17 fouls. Estes Park with a 34-31 lead with 5.5 to go in the game. And we got a 30-second timeout called by the Bobcats. And, of course, we'll keep it right here. For the Beat Diggers down by 3. You don't have to close on your house alone. Northern Colorado Title at 130 West Kiowa in Fort Morgan will provide you with a stress-free closing. That's Northern Colorado Title. And serving you the best coffees, lattes, and smoothies. Willow Coffee, Tea, and Smoothies. Open 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. to better serve you and ready to make your favorite specialty drink or offer a sweet treat. Stop by and see them, 921 Edison Street in Brush. Willow Coffee, Tea, and Smoothies. Bailey Craich, Melissa Waiter, Emma Mortensen, Alex White, and Shelby Wolliver on the court for Brush. Kristen Berg has barely played. Foul trouble throughout the entire game. Busy Palmer on the line, the 1-and-1 out there with Amanda Dill for Estes Park, Caitlin Thompson, Susanna Jones, and Karen Kingswood.
And I look for Estes Park to throw that press back on after that timeout on a made basket.
The free throw's up, and that's perfect for Kingswood. Check that for Palmer. 35-31. Second free throw upcoming for Busy Palmer. The 2-possession lead. Bends, shoots, and in and out. And Bailey Craich goes for the rebound and gets the rebound, but then it's lost over to, no, it's still loose on the floor. And that's like a hot potato out there. And Susanna Jones has it, but she was on the baseline. She thought she was fouled. There was plenty of contact. Yeah, I mean, it looked like they were holding onto a ball, trying to hold onto a ball that contained lava, because that thing was, it went through about 5 different players' hands. Waitert to the backcourt to White. Bounce pass front court to Berg, now into the game. Berg over to Waitert. At the top towards Wolliver. Jump pass to White. White steps in, straight away Wolliver. She'll take the 3, and it's around, and no good. Oh, in and out. Oh, it almost went down. And the rebound to Thompson. I thought that was definitely in for the Beat Diggers. Would have been a 1-point game. Kingswood the other way, and kicks it back out, but intercepted nicely by Melissa Waitert, who cut off that passing lane. Waitert into the front court. Beat Diggers down by 4. 4:51 to go. White straight away 3 is off the back of the rim. White has the rebound. Gets it back out to Waitert. Now to Berg. Berg steps in and then had the shot blocked, but she was fouled. Kristen Berg to the line. This is her time to shine right now as the foul was committed over there by Amanda Dill, her first. If Berg makes just 1 free throw, it's a 1-possession game with 4:44 to go. Free throw is up, and that's in. Yeah, this is it. Berg can have a bad game, but if she shines here in the last 5 minutes,
it's not going to matter.
It's not going to matter, exactly. Second free throw coming up for Kristen Berg, and that one is up, and that one's good. The Beat Diggers only down by 2. They were 2 within 1, but they were down by 16 early in the game. 35-33. Jones at midcourt is going to find Karen Kingswood. Bounce pass over to Thompson. Back out in the backcourt. That's going to be a violation as Jones cannot chase it down. It goes out of bounds. That's turnover number 24 for Estes Park. 14 here in the second half, and we still have 4:32 to go, and the Beat Diggers can tie it or take the lead on this possession. And to throw it in three-quarters court is Melissa Wailert. The Beat Diggers have not led in this game. Right baseline to Berg. Berg with a basketball. Berg spinning, looking, dribbles, shoots, and misses off the back of the rim. Rebound, put back is up and in by Emma Mortensen, and the game is tied at 35. Mortensen was 6 in the game, and the foul was committed by Allie Smith, and she's gone. Allie Smith is fouled out with 2 points.
I think she was the first one to foul out when they played him in Estes, wasn't she?
Right, in overtime, 48-46, game the Beat Diggers won. This was a 20-4 game early on. Now, Caitlin Thompson will check in for Estes Park. Mortensen did miss 2 free throws in the third quarter. And Thompson's going to check in now. The coach has 30 seconds to check in a player who's, after another player is fouled out. Thompson, Kingswood, Dill, Becky Riley, and Busy Palmer for Estes Park. The free throw by Mortensen is in the air and good. And the Beat Diggers have their first lead of the game, incredibly enough. In the backcourt with the basketball is Kingswood trapped over there, over to Riley underneath her own basket. Riley with the basketball at midcourt across the timeline, spinning on Wooliver. Jump pass to Kingswood against Alex White, right of the lane, scoops it up and in. Kingswood went right to the rack and scored. She's got 8 points. It's a 1-point lead for Estes Park. 37-36, 4 minutes to go. Waiters in the right corner to Mortensen, off her hand out of bounds. And the Beat Diggers turn it over for the 19th time in the game, and the Beat Diggers will apply the pressure in the backcourt down by 1.
Well, they got to be smart here. Go for the steal, but also be in a place where you can contain.
Yeah, both teams are in the penalty. Riley to throw it in.
Oh. Underneath
the basket to Palmer. Let's see how much air Estes Park takes out of the basketball. Palmer crossing midcourt. Well, this is certainly a better game than the one just played earlier between Eaton and Fort Lupton on the boys' side. Eaton won 58-39. Lob down low for Dill in the lane. Turns, shoots, short, and the rebound to Shelby Wooliver. The Beat Diggers can reclaim the lead again. Waiter jump pass, front court to White. Back to Wooliver on the outside left. Wooliver looking, feeds it over to Waiter. Now to Wooliver on the left wing. Left corner for Mortensen. Dribbles back out to Wooliver. Now to Berg. Berg with a basketball. Berg is nearly double teamed. Now to Waiter. Straight away 3. That's off to the right. Can White chase it down in the corner? She cannot. The ball goes out of bounds. It will be Bobcat basketball. 37-36 Estes Park. 3:20 to go in the game. B&B Appliance, 502 Ensign in Fort Morgan, can help you save water, energy, and the environment without sacrificing quality and performance. Change for the better. B&B Appliance. Riley to throw it in the backcourt. It's taken over there by Kingswood as Wooliver goes to the floor. Kingswood across midcourt. Handles the ball very well. Jump pass to Dill on the high left. Cross court to Susanna Jones, right baseline. All the way, scoops it up. Partially blocked and taken away beautifully by the Beat Diggers and Shelby Wooliver. Front court pass to White. It's a 3-on-2. White's runner is up and short, and the ball is rebounded by Karen Kingswood of Estes Park. That's her 7th board. The outlet to Dill. 2:50 to go in the game. Bobcats 37, Beat Diggers 36. Jones right of the lane, right corner for Thompson. Back out to Dill. Dill into the lane all the way. Boy, she nearly walked. She's double teamed. Tries to spin it back out, and there is a timeout called by Estes Park. 2:39 to go in this 5th place game in the Patriot League tournament for the University of Northern Colorado in Greeley. Estes Park 37, Brush 36 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Becky Riley to throw it in for Estes Park. Pass along the baseline to Caitlin Thompson. She'll back it out to Amanda Dill. 37-36 Bobcats. Dill in the lane all the way, scoops it up and in off the glass. He drove by the Beat Diggers, and Amanda Dill with a big bucket. She's got 11, but that's her first point of the second half. 39-36 Bobcats. 2:22 to go in the game. Crates with a basketball at the free throw line. Bounce pass down low for White. Steps in. She banks and misses an easy shot. White with a rebound. Back out to Waiter. Straight away. Wooliver can tie it with a 3. Is off to the right. Rebound to Berg. Banks and scores. Boy, the Beat Diggers stayed persistent there. Berg now with 8 points in the game. Brushes down by 1. 2 minutes to go. Dill into the lane, and then had that ball knocked out of bounds, intended for Thompson. With 1:59 to go, the Bobcats to trigger it in to the right of the basket, and Becky Riley will throw it in for the Bobcats. Riley with White right on top of her. Looking. Swings it left corner for Dill. Got to watch out for her. Dill dribbles left of the lane. Down low for Kingswood. Kingswood hooks. Banks misses. Ball is tipped around into the hands of Wooliver. Beat Diggers can again reclaim the lead. Down by 1:45 to go. White front court pass towards Craich, right through her hands, out of bounds. You got to make that catch. And Craich knew it. That was a very good pass. Got to make that catch. Now the Beat Diggers got to force a turnover. With 1:42 to go, trailing 39-38, backcourt pressure. Susanna Jones with the basketball across the timeline, picked up by Berg. On the outside right, she'll back up for a three, and that's an air ball. Wooliver with the basketball, an ill-advised shot there for Jones, and then it's stolen by Riley. Riley in the lane to Dill, back out to Jones, right baseline, underneath the basket, puts it up, and she's fouled as she misses. And Susanna Jones to the line. Foul was committed over there by, I think it was Waylert. Her second. Jones attempting her first free throws of the game. If she makes two, it would be a three-point lead. This one is up, and that one is off the back of the rim. Beat Diggers can, at the very least, tie it with a two if Jones makes this free throw. Can Brush get over the hump? They got over the hump, but they couldn't retain it. They led for about 5 seconds. Second free throw is around and good for Susanna Jones. 40-38, Estes Park. And I don't know where that front court pass was, but it went off Kingswood's foot out of bounds, and that was lucky for the Beat Diggers.
We will take it.
Jeez. Yeah, that was, and Tom George is beside himself. Timeout brought to you by Greg Mullen at State Farm Insurance. Home, auto, life, and health. State Farm Insurance is there for you and your family. Give Greg Mullen a call, 842-4555. Yeah, the ball doesn't go off Karen Kingswood's foot. Goes out of bounds. There was no Beat Digger in the area, and it would have been another turnover. And the only reason the Beat Diggers are competitive as they are in this game, when you look at the turnover situation and the turnover margin, which they usually lose, well, they have committed 21 in the game, but Estes Park has 24. A testament to Brush's pressure defense, but also knowing that Estes Park has made some silly mistakes of their own. So the situation reads 1 minute, 20 seconds to go. The Beat Diggers will have the basketball just beyond midcourt, trailing Estes Park 40-38. Keep in mind the boys' game will follow at 7 o'clock. There's still 2 more games to be played, and we will be behind schedule because we're 3 minutes shy of 4 o'clock right now. So more than likely we could be looking at about a 7:30 start. But we'll let you know here as Melissa Waylert will throw it in. Alex White, Bailey Craich, Kristen Berg, and Shelby Wooliver as well. Waylert into Wooliver. Wooliver met by Jones on the outside left to White. White with the basketball, back to Wooliver. On the high left to White. Free throw line for Berg, and had the ball stripped. It's loose, and it's taken away by the Bobcats. That rarely happens to Berg, but the ball was stripped away. And you know that Estes Park is not going to shoot. Dill with the basketball. 57 seconds to go to Kingswood. And then Wooliver commits the foul. Only the 19th foul, though. And Berg can commit the foul. But if not, she fouls out. No, she shouldn't be on the line. It says 19 fouls now. Oh, that's right. 1-1. My bad. I meant double bonus.
She just doesn't get 2. Yep.
Yeah. I've known the rules of basketball for a while. Kingswood free throw is in the air, and that is off the back of the rim. No good. And Bailey Craich has the rebound for Brush. That's her 9th board. Can the Beat Diggers tie the game or take the lead? Waylert with the basketball. Bounce pass right baseline to Craich. Craich back out to Waylert. Waylert cross court to White. 40 seconds to go. Over to Wooliver. Back out to White. White to Berg. Had the ball go through her hands and taken away by Jones. Oh, man. Kristen Berg has made 2 huge mistakes here on the last 2 possessions. Beat Diggers now have to foul just for the double bonus. 25 seconds to go. White fouls Susanna Jones. Those were some brutal, uncharacteristic errors by Kristen Berg, and Jones to shoot 2. Alex White commits her 3rd. They can take a 2-possession lead here. Free throw is up, and that's short. Estes Park is doing everything possible to allow Brush to tie the game.
We got to take advantage of it. We got to maintain our poise.
Second free throw coming up for Jones. That one's up, and that one is good. Beat Diggers can tie it with a three. They did last time when they met at Estes Park. Craich with a basketball. Jump pass towards Berg. We got 17 seconds to go to Waitert in the right corner. Wooliver, three in the air. That's an air ball. Amanda Dill with a rebound. Got to foul her. Alex White does. And if she hits one free throw, this game is over. With 11.8 seconds to go. And Amanda Dill at the line for Estes Park. The Beat Diggers took a brief 1-point lead. It looks like the Bobcats are going to come away with a victory. Full timeout called by Tom George. With 11.8 seconds to go, and the Beat Diggers down by 3, 41-38. Timeout brought to you by Greg Mullen at State Farm Insurance. 842-4555 for home, auto, life, and health. State Farm Insurance, there for you and your family. Well, Jen, as I mentioned earlier, when you have to rally, it expends a lot of emotional and physical energy. And even though they got over the hump, Kingswood drove the length of the court in just a matter of seconds. Estes Park reclaimed the lead. The Bay Diggers have not gotten over the hump again. And they relied on that three ball in the third quarter when they nailed 4 of them, but now they've missed about, I'd say, 4 or 5 in a row.
They have, and they've made some errors that were not forced errors. They were just unforced turnovers, and that kills you. And that's happened throughout the game.
So here come the Beat Diggers onto the court. This will be their final 11.8 seconds of the season, unless they have another miracle like they had in Estes Park. But Amanda Dill would have to miss a free throw. She makes 2. You've got to score really quickly, then steal the ball.
Right.
Because there's no other way. So Dill to shoot 2. First one's in the air, and that's going to clinch it more than likely. It's good. Estes Park 42, Brush 38. With 11.8 seconds to go. Dill spins, shoots, connects. Now it's a 5-point lead. Here's Berg in the backcourt over to White. 8 seconds to go. White's going to have to take a 3, passes instead, and the Beat Diggers then have the ball stolen by Amanda Dill. Dill with 1 second will bank and score, and that's going to count at the buzzer for Amanda Dill. The final score, Estes Park 45, Brush 38. As the Lady Beat Diggers season comes to an end, we'll take a break and come back with a recap right here on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Welcome to the Beat Digger post-game show brought to you by Buildings by Design. Buildings by Design and Brush takes pride in their workmanship and quality of their relationships with clients. For a free bid, call Pat Walter, 842-5837. Building today's business, Buildings by Design, as the Estes Park Lady Bobcats win the 5th place game, the Consolation Championship game from the University of Northern Colorado in Greeley, defeating the Brush Beat Diggers 45-38 as Estes Park led by 16 at one point. Beat Diggers came all the way back and grabbed a 1-point lead in the 4th, but the Bobcats closed the game out strong as they outscored Brush 12-11 in the 4th. It was 12-2 Estes Park after 1, 24-12 at the break. Beat Diggers then outscored Estes Park 15-9 in the 3rd, drawing to within 6, and again took a 1-point lead briefly in the 4th, but that was it. The Bobcats got 15 points in the game from Amanda Dill, 9 from Susanna Jones. Karen Kingswood with 8 in the game, 6 for Becky Riley. Caitlin Thompson with 3 and 2 apiece for Busy Palmer and Allie Smith. Beat Diggers were led by Kristen Berg with 8 points. She had 8 points. I mean, she sat most of the game and still was the leading scorer. That tells you how good she can be when she's on the floor, but unfortunately it didn't happen tonight. Emma Morrison and Bailey Craich with 7, 6 for Shelby Wooliver, 5 points apiece for Melissa Wailert and Alex White. Beat Diggers out-rebounded the Bobcats 34-28 as Bailey Craich had 9 boards. Amanda Dill had 8 for Estes Park. Both teams ended up with 24 turnovers in the game. Free throw shooting, the Beat Diggers 6 out of 10, 60%, and the Bobcats 13 out of 23, 56%. The Beat Diggers season is over with a record of 11-10. The Bobcats qualify for the 32-team Class 3A state tournament, and quite frankly, Jen, we said it before, off air and on air, this game for Brush was emblematic of much of the season, up and down.
it has been up and down, and you know, you always want the kids to succeed, and you always want them to learn life lessons, and sometimes those life lessons, those bumps in the road, are tougher to handle than the successes. So hopefully they learn from this, and next year they come around and they've figured something out.
Well, give them credit for coming back in this game. They could have mailed it in, but they came back strong, and they took the lead momentarily, but Estes Park comes away with a 45-38 victory. The third game will be a third-place game here between the Estes Park boys and University, and that game will start 15 minutes after the scheduled start time. So the earliest we would start tonight's game will be at about 7:15. That would be the Patriot League Championship game between the Brush boys and Sterling. Again, the earliest we would start that is 7:15. So we'll be back with you at approximately 7 o'clock, and we'll check in with you for the Brush Sterling Patriot League Tournament Championship game on the boys' side here from the University of Northern Colorado in Greeley. Sound engineer and producer of this Consolation Championship game has been Rose Condis. For Jen Goodall, I'm John Beltran. We'll talk to you in about 3 hours. Final score, Estes Park Lady Bobcats defeat the Brush Beat Diggers 45-38 right here on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.